saying. All over the world, we understand what we are talking about. This one, no, this one, no, maza. No more Nigeria. Now Biafra all the way. This one, no, this one, no, maza. No more Nigeria. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify. No more companies, no more lies. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify. You need to hear this, you need to see this, you need to testify. If to 5 years old, nothing is wrong. I don't understand. My mama told me the fool that's put in this world is the fool forever. No more Nigeria, no more Nigeria. Now Biafra all the way. No more Nigeria, no more for them. Now Biafra all the way. Nigeria don't know Constitution rule of law. Shame on them. I was a monkeys, people in the zoo. They are the same, they are not civilized. That is one. 3% government cannot fulfill. 2%, 1%, government cannot fulfill. Individuals, no one for them. No more Nigeria, everywhere, scatter, everywhere, Now Biafra all the way. Now Biafra all the way. Alright, now Biafra all the way. Biafra all the way. This one no be available. This one no be maza. This one no be available. This one no be maza. We say no more Nigeria. Now Biafra all the way. You need to hear this, you need to see this. You need to testify. No more confidence, no more life, no more sleep. You need to hear this, you need to see this. You need to testify. You need to hear this, you need to see this. You need to testify. You need to hear this, you need to see this. You need to testify. Those politicians, they're human beings moving like tiger. Individuals cross some line. Whoa, no more road, also take line. They are lions moving with gun. Individuals cross and die. Whoa, no more freedom, no more speech. We are dying day by day. Those politicians, they are more the rules. Individuals suffer a loss. We are dying day by day. The world can't hear us now. We are calling out for you. The world sees something right. The world sees something now. The world sees something right. The world sees something. The world sees something right. Hear your voice. We need to hear your voice. We need freedom now. We need to go. We need a Biafra restoration. We want to hear your voice. We need a Biafra restoration. We need to hear your voice. All over the world, we want to hear your voice. We are calling out for you. We want to hear your... Yes, once again, good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra for the avoidance of doubt. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Ukafo Mefo.
Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Is the man who have assured us he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. He's standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazen Nandioku Kano. He is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. And Abia State is Biafra land. He's the one and the only man who stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 6 decades now. And by the grace of Chukwuki Kabiama, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Without wasting much of our time, we will go ahead to 1 or 2 issues we need to consider before we join our correspondent from our studios across Biafra land. Still on the same theme, back to our root, we're looking at community security today. And it's just going to be in a simple way. We are being invaded by one state, and that is Nigerian state. It is no longer news that the Biafran nation is being invaded by the Nigerian terrorist state. It's no longer news, and nobody can claim they are ignorant or naive about the simple fact that the caliphate has only one agenda. The Arabian nation has only one agenda. British government has only one agenda: to misplace us from our central land, completely conquering us, deliberate attempt being made to bastardize our blood lineage, even as seed of discord is being sowed in our midst. But we take this enemy one at a time. We're looking at security. Who are the people invading our land? That is the Hausa Fulani. Of course, Nigeria is a country made up of 3 nations. I would not be confident enough to say the Yorubas are invading Biafra land. But then they cannot be said to be ignorant or not to be part of this evil that is being perpetrated against us as a people, because they aid the Hausa Fulani to cover the atrocity. But it is the Hausa Fulanis across the globe, across Africa, that are deliberately invading our land. They come in form of Fulani headsmen. Of course, they are the first patron of Nigerian state. The 3rd most recognized terrorist in the world is now in your international passport. But when we say you are animal country, you will not understand. When we say Nigeria is a terrorist state, some of you will misunderstand what we are saying. But that notwithstanding, is just a matter of time. Everybody will know the truth, and eventually that truth will set us free. Now, looking at these invaders, these Fulani headsmen, they come into our land with cows. You must understand the pattern they are using to invade our land. You must understand how they operate, so when you meet them in the bush, you know how to withstand them. It is a known fact now that our mothers and our sisters, our young ones, can no longer go to farm alone, even in our own ancestral land, even behind our own very compound. Somebody is coming from Niger, somebody is coming from Saudi Arabia, somebody is coming from Libya, somebody is coming from so many Arab countries in Africa to invade our land. We won't go into details now. Now they come in the disguise with cow. And when they come with their cow, they appear to be innocent. The arrangement has been concluded. They have different patterns they use to invade our land. And now when they come with this cow, Dangote trailer among other trailer, bought with the money, very money stealing from the resources in our land, they bring them and they divide them in every community. They have the map of our communities already. They know how many local governments you have in Anambra, for instance, 21. They know how many local governments you have in River State, for instance, 23. I can go on and on and on. They have all this data with them. And so all they need to do is to send, for instance, River State now, where you have 23 local governments, they send 23 Fulani terrorist group. Each of them are meant to take over a state, a local government. And they have their offices, in case you do not know. Now they are supported by the Nigerian police, they are supported by the Nigerian army. In other words, they become their last line of defense. Some people say attack them, stop them. You can't stop them. You must stop Nigeria. You must stop the Nigerian army. You must stop the Nigerian police, because it's a clear fact that you can never see any Fulani man locked up inside Nigerian police station. Not to talk of the army barrack. They own the army barrack. And now the moment you arrest them, they being caught red-handed, perpetrating this crime and heinous crime against humanity, you bring them to Nigerian police station, they release them immediately. And the question remains, why is it that all these Fulani, none of them are on trial? You cannot see any of them in any police station being locked up. But our youth, Biafran youth, are locked up everywhere. They call them militant, they call them criminal, they call them cultist and whatsoever. Just go to this prison across Nigeria. It is littered, being littered with our people. Now you must understand that Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, Miati Allah, as the case may be, do not work alone. They have the support of Nigerian police. It doesn't matter whether it is SAS or any other policing outfit, including your Nigerian Civil Defense Corps. All of them aid and abet these Fulani headsmen. And then you have the Nigerian army actually helping them to keep the ammunition. Of course, the mosque, every mosque in Biafra land is an armory. In case you do not know, you now know. Go and do your survey. Go and investigate. You will understand what you are talking about. And now they land in every local government with confidence assurance that they have the Nigerian backup. They have gone alluded to them. They pretend as if they are coming to sell cow. No. More cow is going to come into Biafra land. You just get ready. But to kill the cow is not an issue. Because when the time will come, we will make them understand. Now when they bring this cow, they poison them. When they poison this cow, they die. And when they die, they go and sell them at night in abattoirs. There is a clear location of one in Abia State. Before the end of this program, I'm going to play the clip. Every night they carry dead cow to very particular abattoir in Abia State. And our people who believe that they know how to do business go and buy it at a cheaper rate, and they slaughter them and we begin to buy it. There is a campaign against eating cow, but most of you will not understand. That is why we talk about our traditional head before now. Go and eat that poison, you will be sick. And our native doctors will be waiting to cure you because they are poisoning us already. Now, that is not the area we are going to. It's just a way of like reflecting so we understand what you are doing. Now, when they bring this cow, they poison it. When they poison it, they keep it. Where are the community security who are supposed to stop them from selling those dead cow for the benefit of our people? Where are they? Now you can help yourself. Don't eat cow meat, boycott it. Now, when they come into your forest, they pretend to be innocent. When you allow them to settle down in 1 week, be rest assured they are beauty tents. Now, most of you are busy searching the forest looking for their hideout. Of course, we've been able to uncover many of their hideouts. But this is what you notice. When you come for them, you don't see them any longer. And some people will say, as we come pursue them, they can't disappear. They don't disappear any garden. They're trying to master our forest. Now, if you have a community, if you are from a community where you have Hausa Fulani already dominating, go let the youth mobilize themselves, go on an open day, carry your camera, divide yourself, make sure you are ready for them. Look out at the top of every tall tree in that forest. That is where they hide. Most of you don't know, they build house on top of tree. They hide there. Those Hausa can climb tree very well. So the moment you are chasing them, they climb that tree. And you begin to search them. You don't know they're on top of the tree. It's one of their hideouts. All of them now have phone. That phone, they are connected to every army officer who is part of them in their land, in our land. And so before you get hold of them, they are there already. Watch how they kill our people with impunity. You will see that there is no atom of fear in them at all. The question is that this is not the time for us to cry. This is not the time for us to begin to say, oh, who is going to help us? How are we going to deliver ourselves? No. The solution to this problem are there already. Our people must rise up. IPOB will do what she can do. The saboteur will do what they can do. The genuine individual citizen must stand up and fight this battle. IPOB is not against anybody. Neither is IPOB in support of anybody. IPOB stands for one thing. Biafra must be delivered. And for it to deliver, every genuine Biafran has a role to play. The role to play is that when we come to you and see what is happening in your community, you should be able to tell us they live here, they live here. Forget about whether they've taken the land or not. There is a land, a very massive land in Elele, River State, that they have taken over. And when we confronted them, why are you here? They told us that there was one wild animal killing the elders of Elele in the ancient day. That their father came and killed the animal for Elele people. And so it was their ancestors who gave that land to them. And by virtue of that, they are the owner of the land. And one begin to wonder, you kill animal in a bush, it gives you the right to own that land. And now you have Hausa Elele community in River State. How do we stop this menace? It is being placing their activity under check. These are security feats. Watch where they come from. Watch where they are going to. Watch where they eat their food. Watch who cook food for them. Watch our women they sleep with. Watch our women they romance. Watch the palace they enter. Monitor all of them and make sure they do not have any secret in our land. Most of them are the one digging pipeline, burying wire, cables across Biafra land. Do you think they are burying those cables unnecessarily? Of course, in as much as we want to debunk the fact that there is anything like juju, but of course there are. Make no mistake about it. But whether you believe in it or not, there is reason we begin to watch those aspects also. Because these are lines of security. Now, let me tell you that the Hausa Fulani, most of them, as tiny as they are, you cannot be able to lift them up. Because they have a charm known as Mbu Ebuale. That is what we call it in my place. Mbu Ebuale. I hope you are following. Number one security tip I've given to you is when they kill anybody and run inside the bush, when you are chasing them, any tree you pass, look on top. Sometimes they hide on top of the tree because they can climb very fast. You will think they disappear. They did not disappear. The moment they leave out of your sight, they send message to the army man or policeman who is actually their watchman. Before you know, you have been rounded up by Nigerian police and Nigerian army. They did not disappear. They know how to climb tree. Have it at the back of your mind. The next one is that they use charm. One of the charm they use is called Mbu Ebuale. When you catch them and you want to kill, you want to fight them, for instance, you jack them up to carry them up. You can't carry them. You look at them as tiny as they are, but you cannot lift them. In Abo dialect, they call that charm Mbu Ebuale. If you like, let 100 youth carry them. You can't carry them up. What do? When you meet an Hausa man having raped or killed any woman, don't bother to jack them up. When you cannot jack them up, look for a dry firewood and knock them. Look for dry firewood. That is the only antidote to Mbu Ebuale. They will collapse immediately. And if they've killed our people, I think the law of karma should prevail. Have that at the back of your mind. Number 3 things you need to know is that there is a charm they put for us. They call it Mbu Ikpele Onoma. Another charm they use is Ikpele Onoma. Anywhere their issue is raised up, there will be quarreling and confusion. Most of you do not know about this. Anywhere you are discussing about our Fulani issue in our land, our community must be divided. You said that Ohanese youth will be fighting Ohanese elder, or the community chief will be fighting against the community youth, or the governor will be fighting against the chiefs, as the case may be. It is not ordinary. There are certain issues we confront. As I say, no, he's looking for trouble. It's meant to be that. But our head must be intact. That is why I tell people, when you attack your own people, ask yourself a question. Why are you fighting them? Is it to conquer them? Or is it for us to win in the end? It is very important. We call that charm in Abo dialect, Ikpele Onoma. Ikpele Onoma means fighting and confusion. The moment you get in their, involved in their matter, all you get is fighting and confusion. So sometimes when you see fighting, confusion in our midst, it's not ordinary. But then you must be aware, because the moment you are aware, they cannot be able to go far. And now you must understand that killing our people, raping our women, or any kind of inhuman, degrading treatment meted upon our people, all of them have symbolic, spiritual symbolic, which means if you do not take them serious, it's going to backfire on us, believe me. Now, for instance, when we go out for protest, you see Nigerian so-called army will kneel before the crowd and shoot at us. The moment they does that, there are particular soldiers that will chase us immediately. They pick the dead body of those in the front line. They use it to do a charm against the people. Those first people they took, they used their body for ritual. Those of you who have been in a protest, we know that many dead bodies, we cannot uncover them. That is that. When they rape a woman or open the womb of a pregnant woman and bring out the child in the womb, the fetus, and kill that child, it is for a spiritual sacrifice they're making. They are praying to our land to turn against us. You may not be able to understand this, but we must understand the truth behind them. That whether they come spiritually or physically, the first line of defense is to know those giving them access to our land, those who are allowing them to gain ground in our land, those who are doing business with them, those who are showing them the pathway to our land, those who are aiding and abetting them to do what they are doing. Because the same way most of our people are giving them entrance, giving them clearance into our land, it's not the same way they give us entrance into our land. Our deputy leader made a statement in one of his broadcasts that should be day before yesterday. Somebody called and said, hey, they are trooping in, they are taking our land. Understand, they can as well have the right to come and buy land and live in our land. Good and fine. So it's not when you see them, so they come to conquer, you must know their mission, or else you will not know why they are there. We must know why they are there. These are security tips. If we do not watch over our land, they will divide all of us and that will be the end. But we will not give them that privilege. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you are. As far as you are a Biafran, make no mistake about it. We are all threats to them. We are the reason why they are doing what they are doing. And the reason why they are doing it to us is because of the resources in our land. Many pattern, many system, protocol have been introduced. But it is at the mercy of Chukwu Kikabiaman that we are still alive. And so our line will be open any moment from now. And when you call, we want you to tell us how they are the method they are using to invade your community. When you call, I want you to tell us the solution to that method they are using to invade your community. Don't let anybody deceive you. They will not have any hiding place in our land. We will not give them that privilege. When you see them, they behave as if they are invincible. They are not invincible. Nobody is invincible. Only one, and that is the Almighty Creator. The rest are nothing more than earth and dust. And they shall return from there where they come from. But to defend our land is our collective responsibility. A lot has happened to our people in time past. I think it is time for us to wake up. We were busy living a neutral life, thinking all is well. They were busy looking for how to undermine us, conquer us as a people. Now, once and for all time, we must stand up to defend our land. And to defend our land, our people must stand up to their responsibility. Standing up to your responsibility is to understand the danger every virus imposes to the body. We must understand the implication of the drug you take to stop the virus. You must understand that miscalculation of any of them eventually destroy the body. But not all viruses are dangerous, and not all drugs are harmful. And now it is time to know which Fulani herdsmen are from Mali, which of these Boko Haram are from Libya, what are they doing in our land? And so that in the end of the day, we will stand justified before God and before man. And once again, our land will be free. Free from terrorism, free from invaders, that we might be the author of our life. Like I said, the moment our lines are open, tell me how they are invading your villages. Give us report what Fulani herdsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram are doing in your community. And maybe you have a suggestion. Just say it. Of course, everybody is entitled to their opinion. I'll be back in a minute. Yes, sir. At this moment, only 2 of our lines will be open. And please, when you call, try and be brief. Go straight to the point. Do what you can do. Say what you have to say and move ahead. Like I said, 2 of our lines will be open. That should be our WhatsApp line and our direct line. Our WhatsApp line remains 070 815 45642. Our WhatsApp line is 070 815 45642. Our direct line is 081 221 52971. Our direct line once again is 081 221 52971. Of course, the line is open and you are free to call in. Yes, sir. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Judge. Onyibe.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Rest. My name is Chidobelo Okore. I am calling from I'm from Marquez. By the grace of God, I am the assistant coordinator of Obiora Zone. Thank you for your work. How the system these people use to my own community, Akeze in particular, they'll go to the chiefs or the Eze or the Igwe. Even there is a report that we will deliver this time around. They buy a cow to them or they give them gift, any of the kind. They give them cow, they give them enough cash. Then they will invade the bush. There is a particular hideout we had at our case that even our people, not all of them that enters into that bush. Could you believe, Onyibe, that these people are living there now? If you are from Umobo, ask them about Oviuku in Akeze. Not everybody that is participating in that very bush. We call each of you Muoke. Oviuku, there our secrets are. Here, if we go to any riot, we come there to redress ourselves. Now, the Fulanis are living inside there. Umobo. Because of this, December, January this year, these people attack our people, destroy their foods, even market them. The extent that we call the state government, why they are living there. Because of the bribe they gave to the Obi or Igwe as they may be called. Nobody is standing tall to defend our people. The state governor, Dave Umai, is coming to buy heroes now as I am talking and give to the youth, the slave youth. Call them neighborhood watch. The Fulanis will be destroying the farm, searching for our hideout, where we hide if actually war breaks out. There is no hiding place for us. They are scattering the bush. Why the useless youths are at the village, chasing our people all around. I had my brother, a village coordinator, he's here with us here for almost 1 week now. The Igwe and the governor, with the watch, neighborhood watch, they are chasing him. So that is how they use their own system to my own place. Thank you and may God help us all.
Of course, you see. Now our people must understand, because tomorrow now we rise up against these people. So people will say, that is why we don't like IPOB. We've not retaliated. We've not confronted any of them. But our people must know who the enemy are. You must know who they are. I live in a community where Fulani herdsmen invaded those communities, their farms. And they went to tell their primary ruler or king, as the case may be. Their king told them that it is better they kill your crop. Your crop will grow again instead of them to kill you. And one began to ask question, is there anybody who has monopoly over killing? So wherever you come from, the first thing you need to find out is your supposedly king, your supposedly ruler, youth president, your supposedly community security. Who are they working for? Most of you don't know that most governors in Biafra land now are cattle rearers already. Most of you do not know that many governors in Biafra land are cattle rearers. I don't intend to be very harsh this evening. If I mention the name of governors in Biafra land that are cattle rearers already, it will amaze you. Why did they become cattle rearer? There is a way these people work on us. But I won't go into that details any longer. A brother that has just called made it clear how they move. You bring them in your mind. You are trying to kill militant and tout. You are trying to kill armed robber. You think your people are armed robber? One day you will answer the name you are giving to us. Make no mistake about it. Our people must remain focused. Yes, caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yes, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir. My
Good
name
evening.
is
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm calling from Ugwacha. Hello?
Go ahead, please. Go ahead,
Okay.
please. If you continue listening to your radio, I may have to cut you off. What is happening in your
All
area,
right.
and what do you think is the solution?
Yeah, I'm calling from Ugwacha. My own account is today. I was opportune to listen to one radio station in Ugwacha here. They call Wave FM. So they were interviewing one man from Benue State. He's a retired military officer, according to what he said. So the man took time to analyze about the attack of Fulani herdsmen in Benue State. He's from a CD side. So this man, to my greatest surprise, he took time to analyze everything concerning Fulani herdsmen attack in Benue State and how they have been battling with them. What this man made mention of, because this man seems to be a security expert, he said that there is no way Fulani herdsmen will come into any community without the consent of the king of that community. That is one thing people does not know. That those guys are very smart, that before they come into a community to invade the community, that they first of all go into that community secretly through some kind of mercenaries, then they approach the king of that community. They make offer to him. You know, most of these chiefs, they are hungry people. That is not the truth, these community chiefs. So they make them offer that they could not be able to resist. So if you're not strong enough, you will not be able to resist it. So they collect this offer, including offer of owning cattle among their.
I am telling you that majority of the governors now are cattle rearer. People don't know that Okowa, the governor of Delta State, a man like me now have his own cattle. Obi of Owa now is a cattle rearer. I'm trying not to get angry. I'm just trying not to get angry, because if I get angry, I will call all of their name. So when you are saying, "Oh, we are fighting against cattle rearer," we don't. But most of the governors are cattle rearers already. They think we are naive.
Almost all the kings.
I am telling you, I am from Delta State. The governor of Delta State is from my place. I played football with Okowa on the street. I played football with Jim Ovia on the street. I played football with Ndoko Baibena on the street. But what I'm saying now is that they are now cattle rearers. So how can they fight against Fulani herdsmen? How can they fight? Most of people who are telling you they are defending you, we are formidable. They don't know all these things. Most of you don't know that even Nyanwodo, if care is not taken, have become a cattle rearer.
Yes, exactly. If you check properly, that Nyanwodo could be owning thousands of cattle among these planets.
Cow. That is why Awusa is so desperate, moving from grazing reserve to cattle colony, to cattle ranching, to cattle terrorists, to now Ruga, from Ruga now to transformation. And all of them are pretending they don't know. Now they want to deceive us with torture.
The problem we have now is these kings and the so-called governors. I'm telling you the truth. They are working in collaboration with the kings. The governors are working in collaboration with the kings because they are into this crime together. Most of them own cows among these Fulani cattle they are using to destroy people's crops. I'm telling you the truth. The man revealed everything today. That man from Benue.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, my brother. There is a serious problem in.
We must continue. Our people must understand, because one thing is to show up Obi. The other one is to fight in a coordinate. Fight with brain. Fight with understanding. Getting engaged in a war does not mean that it's simple. You must make sure that you apply minimum force to get maximum result. It's not brrr. Who are you fighting? Do you know who they are? All of a sudden you begin to wonder, somebody who cannot speak English, somebody who cannot speak French, somebody who cannot speak Fufude, somebody who cannot speak Hausa, somebody who cannot speak Igbo, somebody who cannot speak Yoruba, somebody who cannot speak Abo, will come into any community within this territory and ransack the whole village. And nothing will happen. So say disappear. I mean, we kill you to protect some of them. And you think they come in like that? And then your king or your governor will come and say, let us pray to God. And we begin to pray to God. Don't you know you need to stop that process that is making them to get to where they get to before you start praying to God? Don't you know that God will not do for man what man should do for themselves? That is the reason why he said to Moses, arise and descend on the Amalekite. Arise and descend on these evil people. God would have done that by himself. Amandi easy. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Hello?
Yes. What are the threats? What are the danger? What are the things you're noticing from your area? And what do you think is the solution? Go ahead, please.
Yeah,
The world is listening.
Yeah, my name is Kele Chichigozie. I'm the Site Coordinator of IPOB. Mazi.
Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Good.
Go ahead.
Good. What I'm trying to say this evening is about the invasion of our land by Fulani herdsmen. Lokoro. We have chased, we have destroyed whatever they are about doing. Because the contractor gave us a very real information. So our youth went there and knocked down the whole structure that was built there before they could even find a way of coming in. So we are formidable. My place, we told the Eze, we're not interested. Whatever money we have collected from them, go and return the money back. And all those who supported and collected money, that they should go back and return the money. We are not interested. Fulani herdsmen are not our people. We are not of the same religion. We don't eat the same food. They are terrorists. So we will not allow them in our town, not to talk of our villages. Then secondly, today, a lot of them came in through Umika Junction. A lot of them.
Because you have a terrorist barrack, Navy barrack in that homeworker road. That is where they go to register. They register them, give them army ID card. Then they start invading everywhere. That we renter. We don't say what we don't know. People don't understand. If we come out openly against you, that means there is something we want to pass the message. We want to check whether you are genuine or we will expose you completely. There are people now back and we will do this. When I release 3 of their video, they are gone. But all the enemy of Biafra should repent before it's too late. They should.
Yeah, you are very, very correct. Because we have a lot of saboteurs.
No. We are identifying them. We are taking record of all of them. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mazi.
Our people must understand. It is simple. The reason why we came here is because we are the most endangered species of Homo sapien on the face of the planet Earth. Nobody can save us. Nobody will talk of us. Nobody will defend us internally or externally until Mazen and the Kano came, until we have this platform that represent, or rather the emblem of truth, that truth that is meant to set us free. We begin to do what we are supposed to do. So when you are working hard and you are looking better and you think those who are foolish themselves, as you may see it, are stupid, very soon you will know that nobody is joking here. It is simple. I'm not in Abia State, but we know where they operate. We know the basis. These are the first line of defense. Stop eating cow, let me tell you. A message, I'm going to play an audio. So many of them. But why I select this one now is because it's coming from somebody, Edo Biafran, who lives in Aba, telling us the truth. So if somebody will from Benin and tell those of you in Aba to stop buying dead cow, can't you understand it? Let's just listen to it.
A lot of.
Good morning, sir. I'm very, very angry right now. God Onyibe. I tried to call you this morning. I cannot get you. What our people here they are doing in a strata here, I don't really like it. They forget this our town, this our place. They target to them to attack us. They are bringing a dead cow down to slaughter. Our people they are still buying the dead cow to be selling to others again. To be selling to our people. Yesterday they bring more than dead cow, more than 30 pieces. 30 pieces they sold it this morning. I'm still passing by to go to work. I still meet extra 5 on the road. They are pricing it out to buy it and sell for people. Onyibe, you have to do something because I am very, very angry right now. I am very angry. I am not for this now from Edo State. But what this your people they are doing here is not fair. You have to stop. You have to go and meet them for slaughter and stop them. I beg, you have to stop this, sir. Sir, I beg you in the name of God. Good morning, sir. Yes, good morning, sir. Sir, I'm very, very angry right now. God Onyibe. I tried to call you this morning. I cannot get you. What our people here they are doing in a strata here, I don't really like it. They forget this our town, this our place. They target to them to attack us. They are bringing a dead cow down to slaughter. Our people, they are still buying the dead cow to be selling to others again. To be selling to our people. Yesterday, they bring more than dead cow, more than 30 pieces. 30 pieces, they sold them this morning. I'm still passing by to go to work. I see meet extra 5 on the road. They are pricing it out to buy it and sell for people. Man, Onyibe, you have to do something because I am very, very angry right now. I am very angry. I am not for this now from Edo State. But what these your people they are doing here is not fair. You have to stop. You have to go and meet them for slaughter and stop them. I beg, you have to stop this, sir. Sir, I beg you in the name of God.
This is a cry from one of our sisters. Now, when you are buying dead cow from Hausa Fulani, have you wondered what killed this cow? So you are the one they are using to spread poison. When I come out now, I talk against you. Maybe you know our leader. You will pass backyard and blackmail. This is a Biafran giving you the truth the way it is. This journey has passed what some of you think, but you don't know. So when we are saying, oh, Fulani herdsmen do this, those of you selling dead cow early morning as early as 4 in Aba and other areas in Port Harcourt, many areas, they move in this dead cow, escorted by Nigerian police or Nigerian army. A cow maybe that is supposed to be sold for 100,000, you buy it 30,000, and you think you are making profit. You are riding big cars, eating in Kobe, in Erina, Banazo. You are helping them to poison our people. These are security we are talking. Everybody say, oh, they just rape one woman. They are killing. If they were raping women, killing our youth, maybe 2, 3, 4 every day in the bush would have been better. Go to, what do they call this organization? Igbo Love Themselves. Igbo Love Themselves should consider the kind of sickness unimaginable discovered in our land. How are they coming in? Because he said the disease I put upon the evil, the heathens, will I not put upon you. Why is the disease of the heathen coming upon us? Now we have our children, we have Ibi. We can begin to mention diseases that never existed in the life of our ancestors. Now we are their custodian. Wake up. This war, this battle is not about talking and talking and talking, but we have to talk and talk so you know what is happening. So that everybody, we will know who you are. Onye wonye, hamam onye wonye, onye wonye, sochuku monye wonye. Don't let them deceive you. Tell us the challenge you are facing in your community, and then our people will be able to know the way forward. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. Your name, where are you calling from? What is the challenge in your location, and what do you think is the solution? Go ahead, please. Are you still there, or the network has cut you off? But we must continue. So when you say you are fighting Fulani headsmen, you must know who is Fulani headsmen. Some governors of Biafra land are Fulani headsmen. Some governors in Biafra land, some kings, some youth president, some security, they are Fulani headsmen. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Hello, Evidence, sir.
Yes, sir. Your name, where are you calling from? What is the menace of Fulani headsmen, Miati Allah, Boko Haram in your region, and what do you think is the solution? Go ahead. Biafrans are listening.
My name is Eze Ikechku. I'm calling from Abakaliki province. Maze, what I want to thank you for your work, for the great work you have been doing for Biafra. And I also want to thank our leader. I say may God continue to bless you in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Maze, last week, Tuesday, as I was preparing, as I came out to go to work, I saw one of my uncle. His name is Mr. Michael Omi. When he was, I first of all saw Fulani men, 2 of them, when they brought to our road. Then I started monitoring them. Till when they were stopped at the gate of that my uncle and enter inside his compound. I was surprised. And then I came up. Immediately the entire that man's compound, I came up. Then I started monitoring them. Small time I saw those people I knew with my uncle. They came up. And my uncle started shooting them land. I started wondering. So as that thing was happening, Then our boss came. Then I something into the boss. Then later I started calling my people, our boys, and telling them about that thing. That I should go there and monitor what the man was doing. So later, I heard that the man was about to give them land near our house there. Then after meeting their sons, their children, then I also meet our boys. Then boys gather and meet him that if he has collected any money from Fulani, that he should return the money back. That they will never live and still Fulani to live for that place. So that is how it happens, sir.
Thank you very much for this information. We must continue. I want you to go and look at all the people governors are making chiefs. You will see that all of them are the family of the rebellious people against the indigenous community before now. So when we are saying, oh, we have to crush them, we will kill them, you should know who you are killing and who you are crushing. Stop deceiving yourself. We have AK-47, we will okay. You will shoot and you will shoot till you get to your mother's kitchen. You will be surprised your mother and your father are the Fulani headsmen, Miatiala and Boko Haram, because they have been compromised. Check all the governors in Biafra land. None of them can come out and say the truth the way it is. Only one of them. Only one of them. The other are saying, okay, they are not forcing to take your land now. Leave them now. If they want to ruga, allow them to ruganize. And they want to mokoro, The difference between me and you is maybe you are in Europe, I'm in Biafra land, or you are in America, I'm in Biafra land. But believe me, I don't want to go to Europe. I don't want to go to America. I want to remain here. I say, this is the land of my birth. I say, this is the land of my birth. We are not going anywhere. It's too much. Our people must stand up for truth, for justice, for equity, for transparency, that the next generation of Biafrans may be able to live, lifting their head up when they walk across the street of any community in this globe. If that is not why we are here, we are the most miserable people, because that money you are boosting for, somebody pretend it. And since somebody introduced money, every human being on the face of the planet becomes slave to money. I thought they say, God made man, man made money, but money make man to sleep with another man's wife. Money make man to kidnap another man's son. Money make Fulani herdsmen to kill the Biafrans. Money make British government to leave their land to control our resources. Money make many couples and people who think they are wise to become terrorists all over the world. I'll take one more call and we will come to an end with this segment. Yes, sir. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on the line, are you there? Of course, like I said before now, I think we are experiencing one or two challenges from our WhatsApp line, but that should be resolved very soon. Can you hear me, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there? Yes, I think we lose that caller. When you call, please try and avoid your radio.
Your account balance.
Try and avoid your radio, please. Try and avoid your radio. I'm not talking to your radio, I'm talking to you. Can you hear me, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there? Could this be a zoo epileptic network issue, or one more call will draw this curtain for this segment? Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Yes, Onyibe. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Your name, where are you calling from? What is the situation, challenge in your region, and what do you think is the solution? Go ahead, Biafrans across the globe are listening. Are you still there? But we must continue. The enemy will only do what they can, but we will make sure they do not have their way. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, I will expect you to speak like a man. Good evening. Your name, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Aba.
Yes, please try and raise your volume. Your volume, please.
Yes. I thank you so much for your time towards Biafra Sunday. I may say my Kukuka Biama bless you and give you more knowledge and more life and more insight to fight a good fight. I always thank you and always thank our stable men, that are fighting along with you, most especially Nande Carlo, our savior. I will call him a savior that God has brought for us to get our sorrow through him. In fact, this Fulani men that is invading our land is becoming so much. I think that it's time for us to react. It's time for
my brother.
our
My brother, if you've been following this program, I say tell us the challenge in your community and what you think is the solution. Tell us the challenge in your community and what you think is the solution. Do not tell us what you think we should do. Please. When you call, tell us the challenge. How are they invading your province, your community? Is it through your king, through your governor, through your people? Find out the means and tell us what you think we should do. Can you hear me, caller on the line? Yes, we will be drawing the curtain for this segment. And for those of you on Facebook, I will be logging out shortly, but I will still come back because we will have to bring in our correspondent from our studios across Biafra land. Make no mistake about it. We are not here to conquer anybody. We are not here to take that which belongs to another. We only want to make sure that our land is in order. We want to go home. I hope you will understand. And home we shall go. If going home require that we will tumble the whole Africa as well as the world, and then that we shall do. Well, we are peaceful people, peace-loving people. Everybody must be tested, tried, proven. And then so we are along the line. All the enemies and saboteurs inside, properly dressed up, you will be exposed. You will be exposed. Some people say, oh, we will kill them, we will kill. In Allah, you know, go feed. Oh, to be. According to Yoruba, oh, to be. Irolungpa. Adi amama. I will be signing off briefly. Hope, as I said, I should be back in a few minutes for those of you on Facebook. Nde wono muchineke. Muchineke nde wono. Nothing is happening. God bless you. I'll be back in a minute.
Kaije, kunitenu kaije. Kaije, kunitenu kaije. Kaije, kunitenu kaije. Hey ya, kaije, hey ya, kaije, hey ya, kaije, hey ya. Umu Biafra kunitenu, kunitenu kaije. Umu Biafra kunitenu. Umu Biafra kunitenu, Biafra kunitenu. Nga useme wakalu, kunitenu. Oli amara wanisi, kunitenu. Umu Biafra kunitenu, Biafra kunitenu. Eja wala me kwampo, kunitenu. And if I jump any soldier, he go hear am. Say, you know, I got to do rocket, yo. Oh, nah. You got to go, I get rocket, yo. Oh, nah, nah. You are some babura robo. I don't know. We be the true blood of Israel. We be the bloody Philistines. So we go take them one by one, and they go run. Where they always stand in a zoo. And you go and marry, yeah. No negotiation, you. Everybody, let's stand attention, you. No violence, no resolution, you. To hell with amalgamation, you. Fighting for our right there. Brother, it's not a crime. Therefore, it's our right there. They're gonna give us a Biafra. We are Biafrans, lovers of freedom. We a nation, no contemplation. Pull the trigger, shoot down the weapon. Shake that, give me the fighters machine gun. No more Nigeria, no more school soldier for my area.
I the best fire way I be okay.